Hello, everyone. My name is AP the Weird One, and today, this early morning, we're gonna talk about Digimon Liberator a little bit. We're gonna talk about Digimon Alysion, the Digimon that have been revealed. Just kind of give my initial thoughts on the matter. But I wanted to start with Extra Booster Dawn of Liberator EX11. That's coming out February 11th. I am of the opinion this is going to be the last booster pack, or that pertains to the Liberator. But also, this is right around the time that Liberator is going to end. One of the things that made me kind of say that, make me think that, is that Digimon TCG Spain says that Shoto's going to get his new Mega Form along with a unique emblem. And then there's going to be power-ups for the novel, but also there's going to be like ghost rares for all 15 partners prepared. So I think they're all going to be part of there. And includes Unchained as well. If you count all of them, it includes Unchained, Zenith, also Cool Boy as well. I can just kind of give it basically a generalization. We just go to characters. But like Shota's 1, Rise is 2, Owen's 3, Violet's 4, 5 is Yao, 6 is Cool Boy. 7 is Close, 8 is Zenith, and then 9 is Yuki, 10 is Winner, 11 is Ryotaro, 12 is Suzune, 13 is Altea, 14 is Mirai, and then 15 is Unchained. So all of them. Hopefully Unchained's partner is going to come earlier than that set. It would be kind of suck if that was the first time we ever going to see him, but his partner, because I like at least a couple. I at least like him to appear one other time in the booster sets personally, but we will take as it is. But I am super happy about that. And then of course we'll have the new form. But yeah, I just want to touch on them. So February, potentially March, give or take, is going to be the end of Digimon Liberator Part 1. I think not necessarily that there's going to be a manga or novel sequel, but given that Digimon Alysion takes place in the same universe as the Digimon Liberator franchise, I think it's safe to assume that they made this as part 1, and then Digimon Alysion will discuss the... maybe they'll have some character scenarios, or they'll run into those characters. I expect they'll probably have like scenarios that are from the manga, and then you kind of reenact them out, I think it's kind of safe to assume. But that's kind of what I was thinking. Yeah, that'd be released. Now, let's move on to the juicy part, and if you don't want to get spoiled, this is when you turn away. But the first Digimon we're going to talk about is Gemmon. I haven't really given my thoughts on the Gemmon little lassie. I'm going to wait till the reference book to, of course, do the Digi thoughts, but I thought I'd at least give it a preliminary view. Gemmon is very cute. Its tail is not really my cup of tea. I think the tail could have been a little bit smaller. It kind of gives off a bit of an X-antibody vibe. And based on the card game, it's also vaccine. I would think it would be free type and unknown, but maybe that will change. I'm not 100% sure, but I just think it's a bit weird that it's considered vaccine. Unless it's not supposed to have other evolutionary lines, which maybe not. I don't know. I just think it's a bit odd that it would just be vaccine. I really love the coloring. And the gems are very nice, but yeah, I think the tail is just a wee too big for personally. It also kind of gives off a Calamon vibe, but it's like kind of more the X antibody. But going to its evolutionary routes, we first have Liskmon. Reminds me of a Chocobo, and I think a lot of people thought of this as well. I adore it. I think it's very cute looking. It makes for a solid champion. The tail's kind of nice and wicked. Can't wait to see official artwork for it. But it works nicely. It's a nice, beautiful champion. It definitely carries off the gem vibe. It's just cute. You imagine it can make Chocobo noises. I think it works. Now the next Digimon. Reptilimon. Now, for fans of us, when we see the previews from the demos and everything, we were only shown the top half of this girl, and we're thinking she's got a nice bust and everything. It's very nice. I like the design, don't get me wrong, but then we get the we get the official artwork, and my first thought, this is a midget, like a midget stripper, or like a midget with giant boobs. Like, just the leg proportions, like a body, like it looks like it has a humongous body and then has like short legs. I think it looks really goofy looking. I was thinking like this had big, like long legs, sort of like War Greymon. To me, it just doesn't. Like, it has like a short posture. Now, this may change in the future, but I think if this is what Bandai or like Toei is going for, I dig it. I think it nicely works. The tail you forget that there's a tail there, which is cool. I like it. I love the big hands. I think this might just be an activation of a move. We'll see. It could just have both normal hands. But overall, nice. It contains the Repilius vibe, but also kind of a little of the chicken aspect. It works. But finally, the new girl. We get Rubus Digimon, and she is a Dragonite, and she is very nice. Let's just say that. A little bit of chicken, but we still got the reptile aspect. I love her beautiful armor. Curious to what she's got underneath that helmet. Now, she is not a big titty waifu. I thought that it would give us one, but sadly that is not the case. Has a lot of great design, a lot of colors. The tail, I gotta see it from different angles, but I think the tail's alright. But overall, very strong. But most importantly, from the artwork, we know that Rubus Digimon has a fine keister. She's got cake. Not the biggest cake, but we know she's got some nice cake. Looks like she's got a butt spanking move or something. Perfection. She doesn't need to have the boob. Actually, it kind of looks like she's got bigger boob than she normally is. But regardless of the fact, Rubus Digimon is a waifu. We respect it. It's beautiful. Now, let's move on to Renamon's new stuff. First off, let's talk about... Oh, I don't have Tenkomon. Hold on. Give me one sec. Whoopsie about that. Alright, we got Tenkomon. This is the new wolf form for Renamon, new champion. It's virus based. Pretty nice looking. It definitely gives off a little bit of a masculine vibe, which I think kind of goes with it. We'll discuss a little bit more about with the ultimate, but it works fine. It does kind of look like an Alolan Ninetales, which Alolan Ninetales looks very good, but I don't know. I think it's got a little too much hair. The tails, I think, a little too much, and this portion up here could probably gone away. It just looks way too cluttered. I like the ribbons on its feet and everything, and the face and everything, but it just got way too much fur for my liking. Maybe the artwork will be a little bit better, but that's just me. Then we have Sekamon. Now, what I can appreciate about Sekamon is it's still got a masculine vibe, but it definitely, in the face, you can tell it's female. But it definitely carries on the similarity with the other Renamon lines, in that they kind of have, they're kind of like a godman's. They're kind of a little bit like godman's. They can look feminine. They can look masculine. It kind of does. It's up to your interpretation, and I think I can kind of appreciate that. It is a lot more noticeable in Doomon. I think Doomon is a better example of kind of feminine, kind of masculine. They're at least consistent. We can appreciate it. However, unlike those group, Sekamon is absolutely amazing. I obviously love the design. A nice, very wolfy. I love her little eye patch. It reminds me of the Shangri-La Frontier cat. No, it's the Rabbit Master. So, and really good design, but it definitely gives off that vibe. Another little bow and arrow. Nice, gorgeous, love clothing. It's a great ultimate. I think it's way better than at least Doomon. Doomon, I don't know. I like the Kuzuhamon line, so it's kind of hard to beat this one. But I think in terms like color-wise, it's a lot more consistent with the color variations, whereas Doomon kind of is a little bit separate from the others. But finally, we have the Pistolet Dresse. We have the beauty, Yukanamon. Yukanamon is an absolute waifu. Wish she had some bigger titties, but you know, she is absolutely beautiful. She's got some grippers that kind of turn the little ghost feet. Actually, the picture even kind of gives off that vibe. But yeah, absolutely beautiful. Wish there were a little bit more wolfy aspect, but you know, she does keep the colorization. You know, she's very consistent with that vibe. She does have normal hands, which I do want to show off. She's got a very nice robe, very ghostly and elegant. Top tier. But this is their official art, like we've seen that she does have hands. One thing I saw some people were wondering about is why that she doesn't have the ice clad trait, and it's because it's BT1 era, like that. They didn't have that. They didn't have that move, so they're just gonna use different wording for it. But you know, very good. I wish some of these cards were coming to English. Like, I know this is supposed to be just for online, but some of these I really wish were physical. There's some good artwork, and we need more feet. We need more feet cards. This is a fine artwork. I think the 3D model looks a little bit better, but you know, still very beautiful. But you know, as cool as those are, don't get me wrong, we gotta talk about the main villain. We get a Shadow Terramon or like an evil Terramon. Just awesome. I'm more excited about what's going on with this. As it's on the card game, it's black. Very cool. Very, very menacing. Just an evil aura. I'm hoping maybe it will be like virus terror. No, it can't be virus, but maybe like Shadow Terramon or something, or Black Terramon. Not 100% what the wording will be, but very cool. But we can see that. I think it's this. No, not that one. Not that one yet. But we can see we have a evil-looking Fluffymon. The Yoke one I think is the same, but yeah, we get a Fluffymon looks very evil. Terramon does look normal in this one, but you know, we've seen the shadowy vibe. The Galemon looks absolutely amazing. I like the good-looking Galemon. And the deck-wise, it's a blocker set. It's like a blocker setup, which is kind of very cool. I dig that aspect of it. When I get hold of Digimon Alysion, I'm gonna want to build that deck. It looks very fun. But when we have more Blackbirds, we will go over Zafagamon in just a minute. But we have the more evil Grand Galemon, and a new trait that they've kind of introduced is 42, and that actually overrides the Vortex Warrior. So the 42 is like a new trait, and I'm curious which makes me kind of think it's going to be in the reference book that it's like a new group, a magic group that's opposing. Maybe Hexablaumon will be part of, like, we'll see all the mage-based Digimon. That would be really cool. I think that would be a nice addition, but absolutely love it. The new black Digimon remind me of the evil Crystal Beasts from Digimon, from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, but I'm looking forward. And then, of course, we have the news of Zafagamon who's destroying a Puppetmon. I think that's so good. The new Zafagamon gives off a much more mechanical vibe, like machine-based. This one, not you could tell, but not artwork. Just it has like a more mechanical look for it, and I absolutely adore that. That is chef's kiss. I kind of like the blade looks a little bit different. I don't know. It's just it looks amazing. This is what I'm more excited about, is getting a hold of these Digimon, like the Shadow Zafagamon. And of course we see this. So I really want to get this card. And maybe that Shoto's new level 7, they'll make a version for that as well. Oh my god, I'm more pumped about the Shadow line more than anything else. I think that is the cool. But that's all I wanted to discuss with this episode. Just kind of gush about the new Digimon and wait for, and just kind of give my initial thoughts. I do want to check one other thing though. I want to see about the. Let's see. I want to go back to the. Oh wait. Yeah. I can go. This will be perfect. Wait, what? It didn't take me there. I was hoping you would. All right. Does this give the... Okay, no, it just says Magic Knight, so it doesn't give Vortex Warrior. All right. I was just curious. I was just kind of curious about that. It lists the... Yeah, here's the Vortex Warrior. So maybe this Shadow version will say it's a member of the 42 gang. Anyway, with that, hopefully you have a nice, wonderful Friday. I'll see you guys later for more Digimon Liberator news. Anyway, just have a see you guys next time.